Let me say something that most men already feel, but don't want to admit. You've probably walked into a room before, and nobody really noticed you. Not in a disrespectful way, just neutral. Like you're there, but you're not felt. And if you're honest, it's not just rooms. It's work. It's social settings. It's women. It's life in general. You feel invisible. Now, most men will say, people overlook me. I'm just not lucky. They don't see my value. But let's be real for a second. This usually isn't about luck. It's about build. The world responds to what you've built, not what you could be. You can be a good guy. You can be intelligent. You can have potential. But if there's no output behind it, nobody can feel it. That's the part men don't like hearing. Because potential feels good internally, but it means nothing externally. If your days are mostly scrolling, consuming, reacting, thinking about doing things instead of doing them, then there's nothing being produced. And when nothing is produced, there's nothing for people to recognize. So it's not that you're invisible. It's that you're not creating signal. Now let's go deeper. Because it's not just about work or money. Your body plays a role too. If you walk into a room looking tired, untrained, low energy, people pick that up immediately. They don't think it consciously, but they feel it. A man who trains consistently carries himself differently. He stands differently. He moves differently. There's a certain presence. Not because he's trying to impress anyone, but because discipline shows up in the body, and people trust what they can see. Another thing most men overlook is how they speak. A lot of guys talk too much and say very little. They over-explain. They rush. They fill every silence. That kills weight. A man with presence doesn't rush to be understood. He says what needs to be said and leaves it there. That calm delivery tells people, this man is not trying to prove himself, and that alone changes how you're perceived. Scripture puts it simply, let your yes be yes, and your no be no. Clarity builds authority. Noise destroys it. Let's address something uncomfortable. A lot of men today are overstimulated, phone in hand all day, jumping from one thing to the next, constant input. And what that does is it destroys your attention. When your attention is weak, your actions are weak. And when your actions are weak, your results reflect it. The book of Enoch talks about what happens when men abandon discipline and follow desire instead of structure. Everything falls into disorder. That's not ancient history. That's happening right now. You don't need to look far. And here's the root of it all. A lot of men don't have direction, not real direction, not something they've committed to, so they drift. And drifting men don't build anything. They react to life instead of shaping it. When a man has direction, even if he's not fully there yet, he moves differently. His time has structure. His energy has focus. His decisions have weight. You don't need to have everything figured out, but you do need to choose something and move. So how do you fix this? You stop trying to be noticed, and you start becoming undeniable. You build something daily, even if it's small. You train your body, not occasionally, consistently. You clean up how you speak. Less words, more clarity. You remove distractions that weaken your attention, and you choose a direction, and stick with it long enough to see change. That's how visibility is built, not through talking about it, through becoming it. You're not invisible, you're unfinished, and that's something you can actually do something about. Walk with God while you work for the crown, and He crowns you king. Tell the world of the truth you found. That's king-level mindset. Kings don't beg. Kings don't bow. Kings build.